I'm Ava Laura.
And I'm Jessica.
And this is Black Leave America podcast, where we highlight holistic wellness, travel, mental health, and self-care through traveling outside of America to reconnect and rediscover who you are. It's time for us to leave any condition that disrupts our peace. Black Women Leave America opens your eyes and explores new ways of living, but more importantly, new ways of being. Because sometimes you have to leave in order to find yourself.
I want to stop the video. Welcome to Black Women Leave America.
Hey y'all, I thought y'all were gonna watch that again. I mean, I like our intro, so it's cool if y'all watch it again, but it had a mind of its own. It was just gonna keep going and just keep repeating.
That's what happens when Jessica tries to do a podcast episode on a couple hours of sleep. But welcome everyone.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to Black Women Leave America, the live edition. So we're coming back with another reaction video today. And this time we're going to be exploring Costa Rica. I think we've only spoken to maybe, one person who was in Costa Rica. Yeah. So if you're interested in Costa Rica, you definitely want to watch this episode. You know someone's interested in Costa Rica, you want to share this out. It's definitely one of the, places to go for Black folks. So definitely wanted to share this with you all. Questions, comments, feedback, let us know in the chat. We are always monitoring. Go ahead and subscribe, share it out. You can sponsor, you can buy us coffee, all the good stuff. We receive it. Thank you. And I think we're going to get rolling.
Right. I do want to acknowledge the folks who have joined our coffee site. Thank you so much for following us on coffee. And we will have some posts up there for you guys really, really soon. So stay on the lookout for that. What we'll be doing is more than likely posting the videos there so you guys can get notified when there is a new video if you are missing your notifications. But make sure you go ahead and tap the bell here on YouTube and like this video because that helps us get seen by the algorithm. So if you could just take a moment to like this video and share it out with anyone you may know. But I just wanted to give a quick thanks to everyone.
No, you're right. And the Facebook group as well. I've had people joining the Facebook group. And so, shout out to all of you all. Y'all are here rocking with us. We really do appreciate it. We really appreciate it.
We will have some posts for y'all soon.
Listen, we are two busy Black women, okay? We are two busy Black women. If you want to volunteer your time and your services to help this mission, by all means, contact us.
Please contact us if you would like to volunteer. We would love for you to volunteer. If you're one of those folks who just love to create, content or share posts that are inspirational, motivational to Black women, support Black women, being their full and complete selves and living their lives to the fullest. We would love to have you as part of our team and become an ambassador for Black Women Leave America. We would love to have you. So thank you for bringing that up, Eva Laura. Yeah, that's absolutely.
Absolutely. I mean, I serve, we were just talking about, different committees and things and volunteering for things that I believe in, particularly pertaining to Black women. And so it's like, hey, you know what? We need to have some amazing talents and people, you can learn from us. We can learn from you and, keep this going.
Yeah. So I'll have our social media person create a post for that. All right, let's go ahead and hop on into it. There we go. Let's give it a play. We are reacting blindly to this. We have not seen this at all. So we'll play a little bit of it. Hopefully it doesn't have too much music in it. And here we go.
10 years ago, I would not have believed you if you told me that this is where we would be. I am absolutely more happy here than in the United States. Energetically, it's lighter. And again, it's not just the lower cost of living, the improved quality of life, it's the environment, it's the people too. So the Costa Rican people, they smile and they greet you. They call you daughter or queen or beauty or or morenita, and it's always love. I'm Kima Ward. I'm 41 years old.
I'm Nicholas Hopper, and I'm 43 years old.
Our family relocated from the United States to Costa Rica.
And this is how we live off of $30,000 a year.
The biggest change financially coming from the US to Costa Rica is being able to work for ourselves. In the United States, we earned 6 figures, but we were both doing work that we didn't love. Living here has allowed me to explore my passions so that my methods of earning income don't feel like a job. It just feels like I'm getting to do the things that I love to do, which is to be of service. We were living in Houston, Texas before we decided to move to Costa Rica. Once we decided at the end of 2017 that this is what we were going to do, we tightened up on our budget and we did start saving to make the transition. And then the selling of all of our items gave us a good sum to get here and get started.
All right, I'm going to stop it there because we can't play the whole thing. But I love it.
Whoa.
Amazing.
How do you support a family of 4 on $30,000 a year?
That part.
How do you wait? Okay, so there's a I gotta find it. There's an article that came out that was talking about the places in the US with the highest cost of living and how much it costs for a single person, a single person to live there comfortably. DC area where I am, it was like $99,000 for a single person to live here comfortably. For 2 people, I'm like a married couple or what have you, it was more than double that. It was like over $200,000 to live comfortably. They are living 4 people comfortably on $30,000 a year. I'm already sold.
Yeah, right. Oh, goodness. Me too. I tell you, like I said, and I say this, I feel like every time it's like the same thing. Why am I still here again? What am I doing? Why? What am I doing?
I want to see receipts. Like, I'm like, okay, how do y'all eat? What are you eating?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing to go,
But they're out of the restaurant and they seem comfortable. They seem like they stress.
$30,000 a year for 4 people.
That's crazy. Crazy. I absolutely love it. I'll play a little bit more of it. I'm gonna skip it just so we don't get any flags from YouTube. But to your point, if they have they have a breakdown of how much. Usually,
I will say I saw a little bit of it, and she was talking about, because I see kind of the part where you're missing, where they came to Costa Rica for their honeymoon, and she was sick. She had cancer or something, and it helped. She healed. She did better in Costa Rica. She felt better, and that was one of the reasons that they decided that they wanted to move to Costa Rica, because when she was going through a health crisis, it really helped her. To heal.
Right. I think to that point, CNBC usually has like a format that they pretty much follow with all of these stories. So they do go through how much money they've made. And I think I picked the right parts. So let's take a look at that part.
Me gustaría panini salmón In Costa Rica, we probably spend the most money on food. We spare zero expenses when it comes to our food. I was diagnosed with cancer in April of 2016. Undergoing chemotherapy as treatment for the breast cancer was one of the hardest things that I've ever done in my life. I only completed half of the prescribed infusions because I felt like if I did any more that it would kill me. So we quit and we chose a naturopathic route. We had already planned our wedding for July 30th of 2016. And my boss at the time told me, don't let cancer take anything else from you. One of the things that we noticed immediately was that my energy was coming back rapidly, much faster than it had been while I was in the States. I was eating more, I was moving more, and I just really felt like I was healing while we were here. I think the food and the clean air and water really had an impact on me as we were progressing through the wedding and the honeymoon.
Coming back to Houston, we both had this calmness about us, and I actually felt like we were missing out on something since we were coming back to the States.
I was really excited with the newfound energy that I had and the mental clarity that I had. And then I was a little saddened because it only lasted for about a week or two before I was like really tired again.
Look, listen, that's a whole bar right there.
It is.
That is
You know, in the
bar.
beginning, right, where she said that she loves being there because it just feels lighter. That just resonated with me so much. You know, I think when you live in the US, you don't recognize there's a heaviness here that
Yes.
you don't, it's our day-to-day reality. So we don't recognize it until we do leave or have a different experience and you come back and you're like, oh, this is off. You know, this doesn't feel good. You know, I remember when I went to India, and I remember as soon as I got off the plane, flew into Mumbai. I was about to say Bombay, and I said, anyway, Mumbai. And when I got off the plane, you feel the heat, but I felt this spiritual energy that I had never felt anywhere else. Almost like if you've been to Sedona in the US, there was just magnetic spiritual energy that I've never felt before. And that was the first time that I became aware that, like, where you are, like, your environment really has an energy, because it just felt different. Like getting off the plane, I was like, whoa, what is this? So when she said that, I was like, that really resonated with me. Be like, yeah, yeah, it's heavy here.
I agree. I agree. And as she was saying that, I was just like, yeah, it felt so much lighter in Mexico, but we also had, we were staying on a resort and the food was cooked. Everything was done. So you kind of didn't have all those other things that, weigh you down when you're living in the US. And so I agree with you, Ava Laura. I feel like we constantly go through the United States and we do everything, right? The day to day hustle and bustle, trying to, and I was just speaking to someone the other day and she was saying, yeah, I just got a 3-day pay or quit and I don't know what I'm going to do. Right. And I was just like, as you were saying that, I'm like, now, if you can afford to where you live,
Yeah.
you don't have this stress on you. But because
Mhm.
we're trying to stay in these spaces, we have this stress on us that is weighing on us. And then we're like trying to be in reactive mode of, in addition to that, I was speaking to another colleague of mine, another business partner I have, and she was like, I've realized that I've been in constant struggle. I've been in constant survival mode,
Mm.
constantly. So I'm constantly like, where's next? Where's next lick? Where's next lick? What else can I, because I want to make sure that I'm okay. Because I'm like, I got to make sure, things don't get cut off. Got to make sure, survival mode. And I think that's what she was feeling. It was like week one went by, week two, she's back in, okay, back
Yep.
to making sure I can make it.
Yep. I mean, when you can live somewhere on $30,000 a year, like, you know what I mean?
You ain't got a trip.
You're not worried about nothing getting cut off. You're not worried about not paying bills. Oh my
Like she
goodness.
said, her food is her biggest expense. She's like, we eat. And, and
That would
imagine
be
if that was the only thing you had to think about. Just what am I gonna eat?
And that's because you want to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's a joy. That's something that is pleasurable to you, so you don't mind doing it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's very different than, oh my God, I gotta pay this light bill.
Right. It's a totally.
Dang, you know what? I got a Pepco. Gotta make sure. It's a very different energy. Whew. Yeah. Why are we here?
Girl.
Why are we here again? Can y'all answer that for us? Why are we here?
Why are we here? What are we doing? Why do we stay?
Oh, that needs to be the next t-shirt. Why are we still here?
Oh, that should be a shirt. Why am I staying in America? Why? For what? For why? For why?
Oh my goodness.
But that one's a good one. That one was a good one. You guys go watch the rest of that. We definitely need to reach out to CNBC because we need to be the ones doing them interviews. But anyway,
I love seeing the family.
I do.
Because that's always a big thing, for women watching this. So what about if I'm married? What about my kids? So now you're seeing a family, $30,000 a year for a family of 4.
And her kid is in school. That was what I was like. Yep, they showed a little clip of her going to pick her kid up from school, and he looks happy as a clam. He just smiling.
They're gonna have to learn Spanish, right? So they're gonna be bilingual.
Right.
So many things. So many things. So
she making money.
Yeah.
Her hair done grew back.
I was like, she's so cute. Like, oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, for anybody living in Costa Rica, we would love to hear from you. Like I said, I know it's on the list of top places for Black people to live. I do love how she said they call her queen and, beautiful, or I think that's what the word means, and all of that. I think, that's a very
energy about the top places to live as well.
Yeah, that's what Costa Rica is one of the places. So, yeah, so definitely want to hear from you. If you're there, if you've lived there, and what your experiences have been. Is on my list. I have never been. I have a client who actually is researching living in Costa Rica as well. So I know I've heard really good things about it.
Well, that has been another episode. We will be back with more reactions. But this family of 4 lives in Costa Rica for $30,000, and I am just sick. I am just ready to go. I am like, why am I doing this to myself? Why do I continue to live here under these conditions? Out there eating, just eating.
Girl, $30,000 a year. If that was for one person, it would still be great.
Man, I could do that with digital products, like for real, for real. I was just telling you guys, Ava Laura, I am done talking to people. I think I'm talked out. I think I'm tapped out of talking to people. So y'all gonna see a lot of digital products coming out of this brand.
I feel blessed that she's still here talking to us, okay? Because, and it gets like that. Like, the burnout is real.
It really is.
Burnout is real. People can be very exhausting.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Once again, please make sure you like the video so that we can get up in the algorithms of the YouTubes and all that good stuff. And also join our coffee site. Even if you decide you don't want to leave us a donation, it's okay. Just join our coffee site anyway and become a subscriber to our list so that we can make sure that you get an update when we do drop new episodes or when we have another summit, which we need to discuss sometime whenever we're going to do that again. Because that was amazing. We had a really
It
great
was
time together.
amazing.
We had a
It
lot of
really was.
guests. So it is something that we'll look at in the future. So if you want to stay up to date on all of those amazing, amazing things that are coming forward, or you want to volunteer, go ahead and hit us up and we will speak to you all soon. Ava Laura, I'll let you officially take us out.
Thank you for watching Black Women Leave America. We will see you next time. Peace.